why your pain isn't what you think it is. A lot of people tend to think they know that the experience of the negative feelings that they are feeling inside their body is being caused based off what is happening or what they are doing at the moment. But today, guys and ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to prove to you so you guys can be able to understand deeply what I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to make you be aware of why those pain that you think they are actually not what you think they are. Because I used to be in the same situation as you, where I used to believe that my pain is being created by someone else's actions, someone else's behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like the negative feelings that I'm feeling, the suffering that is coming within me is being caused by someone else. It's being caused by certain actions, certain behavior that I'm making. But one thing I come to realize, those things are not being caused by what is happening or what you're experiencing, my brothers and sisters. Those things are coming from you, from inside you. And shout out to Anto Domelo when he said that the negative feeling is inside you. The feeling itself is coming from within your body, not from whatever you think is causing those negative feelings. Because one thing that we have to understand, and shout out to the book Conversation with God, because in that book there's a section where they say that everything in life is an experience, meaning everything in life exist, meaning up and down, left and right, is just what is. It's something that already exists. Like you will never know what yes is without no, and you will never know what no is without yes. So all these things that already exist in life, they all work together. They all work together. So if everything is just what is, because ladies and gentlemen, like take a second and take for a second. Ask yourself this: if you never know yes without no, if you never know up without down, then who is you then? Between yes and no, between good and evil, between God and the devil, who is you? A lot of people don't take the time to ask the questions like, who is me between God and the devil? Who is me between up and down? Who is me between yes and no? If I can be able to experience all these two things, then who is me? You have to ask yourself these questions. Who is me when it comes to these things? Between all these situations, between what is and between all these experiences that we having here, ladies and gentlemen, you have to come to an understanding. You have to come to an awareness where you can be able to see and recognize what is happening. Because if you're not aware of what is happening, you're gonna always suffer. You're gonna always encounter the negative and the suffering that you're going to experience. Understand what I'm saying? Because if you can be able to dig deeper, if you can be able to see that the rejection deeper than than the meaning that we have attached. You see, let me give you a little bit of deeper example. I don't want to go too much because a lot of things I have to teach my client for these things, but I'm sorry, clients. I want these people to be able to understand a little bit, just a little bit. So right? Let's say you see a woman that you like, right? You see a woman that you like. Before you even go talk to that female, you self-reject yourself. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you understanding rejection is just what is, you tell yourself, this is what you're saying to yourself. This woman is not gonna like me because I'm not looks maxing enough. I'm not gym maxing enough. My looks are not at the part. Like I don't have a lot of money yet. That's why she's gonna reject me. Or if I go there, people gonna think I'm stupid. If I go there and she say no, people gonna think I'm not worthy enough. People gonna think I'm thirsty. You see, all this are negative stories, interferences that you're telling yourself. And shout out to Mojo on YouTube when he say we're not this way specifically, but I kind of add some little powerful feelings there. When he says something like your words are the poisons that you are poisoning yourself within your mind. You know, the poison that you are giving yourself. You see, you are the one rejecting yourself before the woman even say anything. Before you even say hi, how you doing? You already say you're not a good enough. You understand? You're already looking for validation. You know what I'm saying? You're already doing the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, which is going up to the chick and talking to her. Listen, I'm not here to teach you how to deal with females. No, 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 no. My only goal of this channel is to help you overcome the the fear of rejection, the suffering that you experience, the resistance, the interference, the unworthy poison words that you're telling yourself. That is the thing, my brothers and sisters, that I'm trying to remove from your mind, from your brain. Because I usually tell you guys, your mind is a superpower, and your mind is also your number one enemy. You understand what I'm saying? Because the opposite of superpower is not having superpower. So that's what I'm trying to show you guys so baby can understand. So it's all about choices. Do you want to control your mind, or do you want your mind to control you? These are decisions that you have to choose. This is a situation that you have to decide for yourself. You have to make these decisions for yourself and for you only, because I cannot make you choose anything. That's why people can choose to be a simp and not being a simp. I choose to not be a simp, but I have choose to be a simp before. So I know all these things. So I know I'm either of these things. I know I'm not simp, and I know I'm not the opposite of simp. I'm not the opposite of simp, which is not, and the opposite of not is. So it's like it's gonna be very confusing, ladies and gentlemen. But the way to make it to make sense is, let's say you had a courage and you go talk to this chick, right? When you talk to this woman and she said no to you, ladies and gentlemen, you gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna think because she say no, that's why you feel unwanted. That's why you feel like you're not good enough. That's why you feel you don't deserve to be with the particular chicks. And you say to yourself, she rejected me because she too hot for me. Listen, there's a guy who it's one of my what is it called? It's one of my colleagues from work. The one thing that he says that I was like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? He said the reason why he don't want a woman who he think is very sexy and beautiful, high, thick bitches. He said the reason why he don't want that kind of chick is because he think he don't deserve that kind of woman. He think because she's beautiful or she got the Brazilian thick or booty, he think this woman like is more valuable than me. It's more valuable than himself. Which that kind of thinking is a poison that you're putting in your mind. It's a poison. Listen, any man who can be able to talk to a woman anytime, anywhere, without poisoning himself with the negative feelings, without poisoning himself with words, negative words, self-negative talk, that man is in control of his mind. Not everybody, because we all have seen pickup artists, niggas and shit. You know, they talk to a lot of chick, but in here, it's still not good. So you have to be able to talk to a woman where your mind is perfect. And that's why, I always shout out to my mentor, Mr. Locayo, the bad boy of the dating game. Because he can listen, you can learn game. Like he can like I can learn game from him as much as I want to learn game from him. If my mind is not right, it's not gonna happen. You know. So if I can talk to him, do all this fun stuff, do everything as possible, but if up here my mind is not at the par, my mind is not good, my mind is not where it's supposed to be, then 99% of time I'm always gonna feel suffering. I'm always gonna experience something. Because let's say I tell you today, your mind is not correct. I told you, bro, just go talk to that chick. Guess what? Since your mind is not right, you can have the courage. If I pay you the money right now, go talk to that chick. Because you think the money is more valuable than you just go up to a chick. You're gonna go up and talk to that woman. You're gonna have a conversation. You're gonna do whatever it is because you have money. But if I tell you to go talk to that chick just by yourself without the money, that's when you're poisoning yourself. And those poison things that is causing the negative feelings. But me, listen, let me give you one thing that I can be able to left out to give you today so you can be able to understand. One thing you have to understand, the negative feeling is never gonna disappear. And the reason why it's not gonna disappear because negative feeling is just what is. It's naturally happening. You see, what's the opposite of negative feelings? It's positive feelings. That's how we experience things as a human being. So for you to be a human being, to be able to experience, you have to have those emotions. You have to have those negative and positive emotions. So we're not trying to remove the negative feelings. We're trying to control that negative feeling. So I'm not trying to teach you how to remove you feeling bad, you feel unwanted. No, my brothers and sisters, that's not my goal. My goal is to make you not being controlled by those negative feelings. What is? Don't let the experience control you because I told you, whatever you identify with, that's what you become. If you identify with a negative feeling, you become the negative feeling. I'm trying to disidentify yourself. I want you to disidentify, to experience things as they are, take it or leave it, mindset, and shout out to Chuma Keke on on TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to teach you to remove. And that's why the same thing. When I'm learning game for my mentor, it's not teaching me to remove the negative feelings. It wasn't listen, it's not teaching me all those things. It's teaching me to be able to control your mind. If you control your mind, you control everything else. You can listen. If you control what is happening here, what you feeling, you can be able to control anything that is on your surrounding, anything that that you are experiencing. You can be able to control them as well because that is the power of understanding that your mindset, your mind, is your superpower. So guys, thank you for those people gonna be able to watch this video until the end, and thank you for those people gonna be able to recognize the value that I'm trying to share, the understanding, the awareness that I'm trying to share to you guys, because guys, it's very important. And also guys, if you think what I'm saying here is a fact or something that you want to learn deeper, because listen, this is just a surface level things. This is just a surface. I can even go deeper and deeper and deeper. And remember, guys, we're always learning. I always learning every day. Every day, there's always learning. So, guys, if you want to sit one by one with me, just one by one with me, I can work with you. Text, phone calls, FaceTimes, all these things to be able to help you control your negative feelings. If you want to be able to control your negative feelings, my brothers and sisters, let me know right now, and I can be able to work with you 1v1. Just you and me, nobody else, nobody else, just you and me 1v1, and then we can help you achieve that control, that power that you are losing, my brothers and sisters. So again, shout out to my mentor, the bad boy himself, Mr. Locario, for always putting things in their own way. Because one thing that he says that is very important, I can never forget myself, is when he said that the truth is inside you. And peace, I'm out and I'm gone.